Good day, students. Today we're going to look at another in the series of solutions to your practice exercises. This is page 31, chapter 4, book 2, dealing with solving linear equations using the distributive property. So let's get right to it. As you can see in the first one, I have a negative 2 in front of a bracket on this side, and over on the right hand side I have a negative 4 in bracket as well in front of a bracket. So I have to do what's called distributive property. Multiply through by both of those. Multiply here, multiply there. Okay? So let's go back and do that now. So very first one, we're going to get rid of the brackets by using the distributive property. So this is going to give us negative 2x, and then negative 2 times negative. So it's negative times negative. Careful. Sign changes. Positive 6. Now you do not multiply this negative 2 by this negative 3. You only go as far as where the bracket closes. So you stop here. Okay, you don't go any farther than that. Okay, so this negative 3x, nothing happens to it. You just carry it down. Okay, so over here on the right hand side, what do we get? Negative 4 times positive 3, negative 12x. Negative 4 times positive, or negative 6. Negative times negative, 4 times 6, so positive 24. And then negative 4 multiplied by negative 2, yes or no? No is the correct answer. Absolutely not. Because the bracket closes right here. So it stops right here at this where the bracket closes. Right? Also, we just carry down the negative 2. Don't do anything with it. Now we're right back to what we did in the previous video. Gather like terms together. So I'm leaving the negative 2x here. I'm leaving the negative 3x on this side. However, I see another x over here, so I want to combine all my like terms together. I'm going to bring this to the other side. And of course it gives me plus 12x. Okay? On this side the 24 stays, minus 2 stays. However, I'm bringing over the positive 6 over to this side, aren't I? And what happens to that positive 6 when we subtract 6 from both sides? We get negative 6 over there. Now combine all your like terms together. Okay. First of all, negative 2 minus 3 is negative 5. Just combine your coefficients, and negative 5 plus 12, this will give me 7x. Okay. 24 subtract 2 is 22. 22 subtract 6 will be, of course, 16. Okay. So we end up with 7x equals 16, and of course we know what to do then. Divide each side by the coefficient of the x term. To isolate the x term, we want x equals, nothing in front of it except 1. So our answer is 16 over 7. Now we have to verify that. And I like to check my answers. So I'm going to take answer 16 over 7. Or I guess you could change it to mixed if you prefer. What would that be in mixed? 2 7s are 14. 2 left over. So you could call it 2 and 2 7s. Now, I like to check my answers. So what do? When you check it, you always go back to the original. So here's what I've got. I got negative 2. I'm going to open a bracket, like I said up there. Then I'm substituting in for x. So here's x right here. And anytime I substitute, I always use brackets. So I'm going to use an extra set of brackets there and put in negative 16, or positive 16. Sorry, it's positive. Let me fix that. Positive 16 over 7. That's x. Close my bracket. And then I subtract 3, then close the bracket there, carry down the negative 3 times x, and x is 16 over 7, close my bracket. That's the left hand side. On the right hand side I get negative 4, open bracket, 3 times 16 over 7, minus 6, close the bracket, minus 2. Now, I'm going to do that in my calculator. So over here in the calculator, you'll see I have the right-hand side put in already. Negative 4, 3 times 16 over 7 minus 6 minus 2. And when I hit enter, I get negative 38 over 7. So the right-hand side comes out to negative 38 over 7. Now, I want to see what I get on the left-hand side. Now, I'm going to show you how I type this. So we got negative 2, open bracket, and I want another bracket because I'm putting in x. So bracket, here's x, 16. Now, I can do it two ways. I could put it in as 16 over 7 like this. Just hit the divide button. Or if I want to see it as a fraction, okay, I can also do it in the fraction mode. and which is what I did above. So let me show you the fraction mode. Fraction mode is alpha y equals. So alpha, hit the y equals button, you'll get the fraction window. And the first one is an improper or proper fraction. So I hit the first one. And I write down 16. Now use your arrows to go around the fraction. Arrow down to get to the denominator, put in 7. So you tell it's flashing you to use your arrow to go right, if you want to go right, which we do. Okay, I'm going to close that bracket because that's my x, so it's -2 times, or open bracket. Then it's, of course, we're doing the left-hand side, so -3 is next. -3, close the bracket on the distributive property there. Then it's -3 times x again. So -3, open bracket. I'll do the fraction mode again. Alpha, y equals, okay, enter, and 16 divide by 7. Use your arrows to manipulate, and arrow, close bracket, and enter. And look what you get, the exact same thing on the other side. So it's nice if you have time to check your solutions. Okay, so there's the first solution. I usually put a question mark over the equal sign when I'm checking, and a check mark over the equal sign when it works out. Alright, on to h now. H gives us again the same thing, so I'll move a little bit more quickly in this one. -3x, -3 times -1, negative times negative, positive. Well, 3 times 1 is 3, equals 4 times x, which is 4x, 4 times 2, which is 8. And again, do we take this 4 and multiply it by this 2? That's correct. No is the right answer. Of course we don't, because the bracket stops right here, so that's where we stop, right where the bracket ends. So all we do with the 2 is just carry it down in the first step. And again, we're gathering like terms together. What do you see? I see a -3 on this side, stays here. However, I'm going to move the 4x, or subtract 4x from both sides. Move that over, I get -4x. The 8 stays the same, the 2 stays the same. However, I'm going to move the +3, and the +3 moves over to become -3. So on this side I get -3 minus 4, which is -7x, and 8 plus 2 is 10 minus 3, which is +7. Of course, the next step is divide each term by the coefficient of the x term. Divide each side, or every term, by it, right? And we can't, these will cancel, leaving you with negative, isn't it? Because it's +7 divided by -7, which is -1. So it looks like -1 is our answer. And again, I showed you how to verify that on the calculator. You can check it on your own. So check this one on your own. But it looks like -1 is the correct answer for H. That's it for now. Over and out. Have a great day.